All right, we're going to get started before everybody freezes. Come on over here. Let's jump up and down. A few jumping jacks. Let's get warm. All right, so we want to welcome everybody to the exciting groundbreaking of Cayuga Playground. Very important milestone for us. This park was originally built in the 1950s and renovated almost 30 years ago as the Cayuga Improvement Association, and many of the neighbors know we are long overdue for the next renovation of this park. So this particular neighborhood, and I was just talking to Chris about this, has really become very much of a family neighborhood, a family with new families moving in, and it's so important that we keep our playgrounds clean, safe, and fun. And we're so grateful to the voters of San Francisco for supporting the 2008 Clean and Safe Neighborhood Parks Bond. This project is a $9.3 million project. About $8 million is from the bond, and then we're very thrilled that we received about an $800,000 grant from the state of California to help cultivate this open space. So it's really been a team effort. And before I make a few introductions and introduce the mayor, I do want to acknowledge some folks that are here. I want to, in no particular order, because I have notes scribbled all over the place. I really want to thank Barbara Fugati and Josie Porter and all the folks from the Cayuga Improvement Association are here. Chris is going to speak in a second. I want to thank DPW staff, and I know Mohammed's going to speak and make a few introductions, but I want to thank Catherine O'Day, Lizzie Hirsch, Richard G., who's here. I want to thank our Rec and Park staff, our project manager, Marvin Yee. I want to thank Don Kamalnathan, our capital planning director. I want to thank Courtney Kling, who's representing the San Francisco Parks Alliance, who's here today. Steve Currier is here. Thank you, Steve, for being here. And I want to thank Rec and Park staff, Robert Watkins, our Park Service Area Manager, Bill O'Brien, our new gardener here, and Nick Repetto. But perhaps the biggest thank you and acknowledgement I want to give and offer is to our beloved retired gardener here at Cayuga Playground, Demi Braceros. Yes, Demi. For those of you who don't know, in the 1980s, when this park had really fallen on some rough times, Demi, who emigrated to this country from the Philippines in 1973, and I think was once a paralegal or administrative assistant at Pillsbury Madison at a law firm, became a rec and park gardener and single-handedly basically took over this park. And you can see some of his work scattered throughout the trails and beautiful urban landscape. Demi crafted about 350 beautiful sculptures and characters that pays tribute to San Francisco and San Francisco's neighborhoods. Some of them have been safely tucked away for the renovation project, but you'll still see about 100 out here. And Demi, you are a demigod here in Cayuga Playground, and at Rec and Park and in the city. So thank you very, very, very much for being here. When this project is done, you will see a beautiful new clubhouse that has a living roof. You'll see the sport court that's going to be renovated, some great landscape improvements, and probably most excitingly, the street behind you is going to be part of this park. So we're going to pavement to parks. So I want to introduce our parks champion in chief, who's going to say a few words, Mayor Ed Lee.
Thank you, Phil. Well, Phil has gone through virtually all the details that need to be mentioned. I just want to let you know I feel safer here being with the CIA. I know that the Cayuga Improvement Association was formed back in the 30s, the 1930s, right? 1937? 1937, and has been a stalwart group of volunteers that have come to this community. You know, I don't live that far away from here, so I've oftentimes, I think 10 years ago, I met Demi, and as Public Works Director, Mohammed walked me through here. We did some improvements and cleanups here with you, and recalled all the wonderful sculptures. So I've snuck in here a lot of times with my kids and with visitors to show them how unique San Francisco is to have these parks with people volunteering their own time doing special things. And I really want to thank not only your leadership, Demi, and your sacrifices, the CIA and Chris, all of your wonderful years of work, your presidency again this year, the Parks Alliance for your wonderful relationship and support, and our Arts Commission. You're commencing another great piece of artwork here, and this goes to show not only is all the city agencies working together, but we honor our park's commitment to this whole city. And this is yet another wonderful commitment. Steve, just like we've done in other parts of this district, we're not leaving this district alone. You know that. And you know that we're coming out here for a great purpose. We want to show and demonstrate that every part of our city is worth every investment that we do, and especially building strong neighborhoods. And we've done that correctly here. This is well worth the $9.3 million of good investments. And we're going to do more. This signals again, and I know Phil is here to remind me, as he will, as he's charged with reminding, to make sure that this commitment carries on with the next Parks Bond. And we do it with finishing the things that we committed to in the future. So with the Rec and Park staff, I know you're excited to be out here and making commitment. We're shovel ready as we are with these jobs. And I want to thank Mohammed and making sure that Public Works works closely with Rec and Park, closely with the neighborhood associations and groups to do this. So I'm here to not only announce this and kick it off, but to also make sure that this is part of a long-term commitment we have to every neighborhood in the city. We will continue doing this and doing it well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And Mr. Mayor, you talked about the importance of jobs too, and just a point worth noting, there will be about 50 local jobs as a result of this construction project. So you also talked about the importance of art in our parks, and I want to recognize P.J. Johnson, the president of the Arts Commission. There is a profound link between art and our parks. That's probably no better exhibited than in this park, thanks to Demi's great work, and we're going to enhance that in partnership with the Arts Commission as a result of this project. And I want to call up Susan Pontius from the Arts Commission to talk a little bit about that.
Thank you. This is really a very unique opportunity for us here at Cayuga Park, where we were called in to ask to help preserve these very unique sculptures that Demetrio had created. So Marcus Davies, my colleague, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, came out and cataloged, photographed and cataloged all 375 sculptures, and then selected 130 to be taken and stored and stabilized so that we could reinstall them when the park is open. It's no small feat to stabilize wooden sculptures in something that is in kind of a damp park. So they have to be sort of cleaned out, debugged, all the moss and so forth cleaned out of them, and then a protective coat put over them so that they will be able to be in this park for years and years to come, to create, continue the sort of the landmark status of this park. In addition to this conservation work, this park, of course, through the city's Percent for Art ordinance, has new public art commissioned by artist Eric Powell. And Eric was really inspired by Demi's work, and really has created these gateway sculptures that feature the vignettes drawn from these works, which are then linked together by images of plants and leaves that go around the composition. The design echoes how the park's lush plant life embraced and enhanced Demetrio's sculptures over time. Crowning the gate, that I guess the opening gate will be down at that end, will have the name of Cayuga on it. So we'll announce the entry into the park, adorned with birds and wings. So we are really pleased to be part of both this new park and a new public commission, and preserving the work that came before us. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. So projects like this are all about partnership. Our partnership with the Arts Commission. I want to now call up two more partners to speak. Mohammed Nuru, the Director of Public Works. We work very closely with them, and Mo, we're incredibly grateful to you and your staff for all of your support on the architecture, the landscape architecture, the engineering work, and your assistance with the construction management of these projects. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. It's always a pleasure to join the Recreation and Parks Department, the Arts Commission, the Cayuga Improvement Association, and the whole community to celebrate this groundbreaking. As you heard, DPW did vacate and transfer the street that leads into this park. That is from Nagel all the way into the park. And as part of the design, there are quite a number of unique features. The first one that excites me the most is the living rooftop garden similar to Ortega. So that will be adding more green space, more area for butterflies and insects to come and enjoy. There is also going to be an improvement to the playground. As I have, when I was raising my children, I came to this park so many times with the kids. We met with Denny, we watched him carve many of the sculptures. We walked through the park. There are so many hidden trails here in the park along this hillside and all around. So those will continue. And of course, the tennis court and all the futures. CDX Builders is going to be the contractor. CDX Builders is a contractor we have worked with on quite a number of projects, especially our library projects. They just finished the library at Bernal, and there's another library. So they are a very good contractor. They work very well with the community. And then, of course, all our DPW team. Our architects, Mark Dorian, our landscape architects, Lizzie Hirsch, Kathleen O'Day, and the whole team, along with our construction management team, they will all be here to make sure that the project is finished on time and on budget. So thank you very much for being here today, and I'm looking forward to the construction to start. Thank you.
Thank you, Mo. Last but certainly not least, I want to bring up Chris Dillon, the president of the Cayuga Improvement Association. Cayuga Improvement Association, Barbara and Josie have been involved in the community design and planning process from the outset. This is your park. This is the community's park. This is the neighborhood's park, and it's, we're just going to engage in our best efforts to make it what you want it to be. So, Chris, please say a few words.
Thanks, Phil. I wish I had the mayor's ability to speak so beautifully and extemporaneously. I bet I'm going to read. So, my comments for this occasion are rooted in thankfulness. Cayuga Park bears testimony to the fact that collaboration among all stakeholders is possible and of the greatest value to communities. First, I am thankful that Demi shared his profoundly respectful philosophy of life with our community. Demi Braceros transformed our slowly failing crime-ridden park into a beautiful sanctuary full of amazing art. In doing so, he renewed our community and created a beautiful community space. Our park is not only treasured by the residents of our neighborhood, it is recognized throughout the world as a uniquely sacred site. Demi's powerful design and his philosophy are validated by the fact that there are many stakeholders enjoying our park, like the list of those who come to Cayuga Park seeking peace, renewal, enjoyment, exercise, fun, socialization is extensive and cannot be categorized. As a volunteer in Cayuga Park, I have witnessed an amazing, proactive community flourish. I am thankful for Marvin Yee's leadership in all aspects of this project. He embodies the best qualities of a civil servant. Marvin has knit together a team of stakeholders and expert service providers focused on our shared vision. As a former leader myself, I know that this is an almost impossible task in today's contentious world. Yet Marvin has done so successfully, and he has made this work appear easy. And I lost my place. Here we are. His respect for all is inspiring. Marvin is not only a consummate professional, he is a friend in our community. Thanks to his leadership, every aspect of this project has been blessed by a spirit of respectful collaboration. His focus has never wavered from his mission of enhancing our sanctuary while respecting and protecting Demi's vision. I also wish to acknowledge my predecessor CIA presidents, Tom Lucas, the late Joe Carroll, Leonard Kay, and Sharon Eberhardt, for their many, many years of advocacy on behalf of Cayuga Park and Playground. I am profoundly thankful to Barbara Fugate and Josie Porter for their uncountable hours of hard work on this project. They have listened carefully to the community stakeholders. They have pored over huge tomes of material, mastered an important grasp of necessary technical material. They have trudged to meetings and hearings, prepared reports for our association members and the greater community. At times, they have stretched far outside their comfort zone, so as to serve effectively. As Demi's chosen apprentice and a fine artist in her own right, Josie has provided a focused, nuanced vision for our team to work with. Barb's attentiveness to detail, her spirit, her insistence on respectful, inclusive communication has been indispensable to the success of this project to date. Barb and Josie embody the very best quality of engaged community stakeholders. Had they not volunteered for this project, its breadth and scope would have been diminished. San Francisco is a great city. Our community is a special part of this city. Words cannot capture the magic of our park. It is a sparkling gem as well as a unique sanctuary for us. Our community has been blessed by Demi Braceros' vision, his spirit, his artwork. Our community is blessed to be served by committed volunteers and supportive residents. Our community is very blessed to be served by an RPD team as great as our city is. Cayuga Park is the heart of our community. And I also wish to mention Bill, whom we love very much. Thank you.
All right, let's cut a ribbon or break some ground. Yeah. And then let's cut a ribbon. Demi, come on up. Hey, Bill. Bill. Marvin. Marvin.
A shovel for me. If I you're on shovel. You get the shovel. You are right now. You are making my mother so happy.
All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay!
All right. Yay!
Good. This is still not frozen.
Here we go. Ground is harder than
Okay.
Where do you want it, Marvin?
This is your chance to appreciate what the dirt is like.
I know.
It's not really full of riverbed.
I know it is, because the creek runs right there.